They didn't believe her until it was too late. Colonel Maya Henderson had just left a high-level briefing at the Ravensworth Defense Annex in Boston. It was raining lightly as she walked into the third level of a dimly lit parking garage, pulling her hood tighter. Her mind was still replaying the last moments of that strategy meeting when quick, heavy footsteps echoed behind her. "Hands where I can see them," a male voice barked. Maya turned to see two uniformed officers, guns drawn, flashlights in her face. One was tall and red-faced, the other younger, his jaw twitching nervously. "Step away from the vehicle," the younger one shouted. She calmly raised her hands. "Officers, don't move," the tall one snapped. "We got a call about someone messing with cars. You match the description." Maya blinked. "This is my car. My name is Colonel Maya Henderson." "Back against the wall," the tall one interrupted. "No ID check. No questions. Just force." The taller officer grabbed her wrist, twisting it hard behind her back. Her laptop bag hit the ground with a thud. Her military ring scraped against the concrete pillar as the other arm was yanked back. Her Pentagon-issued ID card slipped from her coat pocket, but neither officer bothered to look at it. "I'm a U.S. Army colonel," she said evenly. "I'm not armed. You need to verify my identity." "Save it," the younger one muttered. "People like you always think you can talk your way out of anything." That phrase, "people like you," made her pause. She locked eyes with him. "What exactly do you mean by that?" No answer. Instead, they rummaged through her bag, ignoring her explanations. Without raising her voice, Maya tapped a hidden button on her smartwatch. A secure alert to the Defense Command's liaison office. It sent her exact location and ID. "You have 10 minutes before this place gets crowded," she told them. They smirked. What they didn't know was that Maya's story stretched far beyond this garage. She'd grown up in a small Alabama town, joined ROTC to escape limited opportunities, and climbed the ranks through skill, grit, and relentless work. By her 40s, she was briefing presidents and leading multinational operations. But none of that mattered here. In a hoodie and slacks, she wasn't a decorated officer. She was just a suspicious person in their eyes. "Let's run the plates," the younger one muttered. "Don't bother," the tall one said. "If she's lying, she'll slip up. You know what else trips people up?" Maya said, "Body cams." The younger officer hesitated. "Sarge, are our cams on?" "Of course," the tall one replied, suddenly less certain. Maya spoke clearly. "Good. The Pentagon won't have to pull garage footage alone." She told them she'd commanded an international operation and that there were only a handful of people in the state with clearance for the information on her laptop. The younger officer's expression shifted, but the tall one's pride kept him from backing down. Then came the sound of rapid footsteps. 3 men in suits appeared, flanked by 2 military police officers. A man in front flashed a badge. "Special Agent Daniel Royce, Department of Defense." "Step away from the detainee." The cuffs came off. "Are you injured, ma'am?" Royce asked quietly. "Not physically," Maya said, rubbing her raw wrists. Royce turned to the officers. "Did she resist?" "No, sir," the younger one admitted. "She complied." "Did she identify herself?" "Yes, she said she was a colonel." "And you didn't verify?" Royce's tone cut like a blade. "Silence. You just assaulted a senior Army officer in a federal facility," Royce said flatly. "Internal Affairs will be in touch." Maya gathered her belongings. "I want chain of custody for everything they touched. Fingerprints, radio logs, dash cam footage." "You'll have it," Royce replied. Before leaving, Maya looked the tall officer in the eye. "You're right. This is a joke. And the punchline is your career." Within hours, the Pentagon had full body cam footage, the original civilian call, and Maya's secure alert logs. The call that started it all was vague. A neighbor thought someone was tampering with cars. No urgency, no crime, just suspicion. By the next morning, both officers were placed on administrative leave. The younger one, Officer Brian Keller, later resigned quietly. The tall one, Sergeant Paul Maddox, was fired after an internal affairs report confirmed they ignored clear identification, used unnecessary force, and violated search protocols. Maya issued a brief public statement. "I did not ask for special treatment. I asked to be seen. I did not resist. I complied. And still, I was handcuffed, searched, and humiliated for simply existing. This is not just about me. This is about how many people don't get the chance to make a call that changes the outcome." It went viral in hours, not because it was loud, but because it was calm, precise, and undeniable. Service members shared their own stories. Civil rights groups demanded policy changes. The Boston Police Department introduced new ID verification rules and bias training within weeks. One day, Maya received a handwritten letter. "Colonel Henderson, I froze when I should have spoken. I didn't see you, and I'm sorry. I'll carry this for the rest of my life." Brian Keller. She kept it in a drawer, next to old service pins. Speaking later to a class of cadets, she told them, "Your title might carry weight, but your skin walks in first. People will judge you before you open your mouth. That's not your fault, but it is your responsibility to decide how you respond." When asked if she'd been scared, she answered, "Yes, but not for myself. I was scared that if I panicked, I'd confirm every lie they already believed about me." Maya never filed a lawsuit. She didn't need to. Her calm refusal to be broken had already sparked changes that would outlast headlines. Weeks later, she returned to the same garage, stood at the same column, and took a single photo. Not for the public, but as a reminder, because that spot wasn't just where they disrespected her. It was where she refused to let them define her, and she would never forget.